Imagine a quiet night, the kind where the world feels heavy on your shoulders. You sit alone in your room, lights dim, heart racing with unspoken worries. Bills piling up, relationships cracking, dreams that once burned bright now flickering like a candle in the wind. You whisper into the darkness, "Why me? Why this emptiness? Am I really all by myself in this fight?" And then, in the stillness, a gentle voice echoes, not loud, not thunderous, but warm like a father's embrace. "My child, you are not alone. I am right here, telling you a secret meant for every heart that listens." This is the moment everything shifts. God is speaking directly to you today, through the chaos of life, through the noise of the world. He is whispering a truth that has the power to rewrite your story. Close your eyes for a second and feel it. You are not walking this path solo. The creator of the stars, the one who breathed life into dust, is holding your hand even when you can't see it. Let me take you deeper into this divine conversation. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean at dawn. Waves crash with relentless force, mirroring the storms in your soul. Maybe a lost job, a broken family, health struggles that drain your strength, or that quiet ache of loneliness that no one else seems to understand. You feel small, insignificant, forgotten. But as the first light breaks the horizon, God leans in and says, "Listen closely. The secret I share with those who fear me and seek my face is this. My presence is your constant companion. I will never leave you nor forsake you. In your weakest hour, I am your strength. In your silence, I am speaking life into your bones." This isn't just poetic words. It's the heartbeat of heaven reaching earth. Remember the ancient promise whispered through the ages. The secret of the Lord belongs to those who reverence him. He unveils his covenant, his unbreakable bond, not to the proud or the distant, but to the humble heart that turns toward him. You don't need a special ritual or a perfect life to hear it. Just an open spirit, ready to receive. Think about the times you felt abandoned. That night you cried alone after the argument, or the day the diagnosis came and fear gripped your chest. God was there, unseen but active, orchestrating moments of grace you might have overlooked. A kind word from a stranger, a sudden peace that washed over you, a scripture that jumped off the page like it was written for you alone. He says, "I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." The secret is hidden in plain sight. Your struggles are not punishments. They are invitations to draw closer, to discover the depth of my love. Now, let's journey through a story that mirrors your own. There was a man named Elijah, exhausted from battle, hiding in a cave, convinced he was the only one left faithful. He felt utterly alone, his spirit crushed under the weight of opposition. But God didn't scold him or leave him there. Instead, he sent a gentle whisper after the wind, the earthquake, and the fire. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And in that soft voice, the secret unfolded. God had reserved thousands who hadn't bowed to fear. Elijah wasn't alone, and neither are you. God is telling all of us the same thing right now. Stop believing the lie that your pain isolates you. The enemy wants you isolated, doubting, shrinking back. But the Father says, "Come near. I am the God who sees you in the desert, who provides water from rock, who turns mourning into dancing. In your financial lack, he is Jehovah Jireh, your provider. In your emotional valley, he is the comforter who collects every tear in a bottle. In your confusion about tomorrow, he is the light that guides your steps, one at a time." Breathe this in. You were never meant to carry the load by yourself. Cast your cares on him because he cares deeply for you. The secret isn't some hidden formula for instant success or a magic escape from trials. No, it's far more powerful. It's the assurance that every trial has a purpose. Every tear waters the seeds of greater joy, and every dark night leads to a brighter dawn because I am with you. Let this truth sink into your daily rhythm. When you wake up tomorrow, instead of scrolling through worries, pause and declare, "Lord, I am not alone." Speak your secret to me today. As you face that difficult conversation at work or the tension at home, remember his nearness. He walks with you through the fire without letting the flames consume you, through the waters without letting them overflow. Imagine the freedom this brings. No more pretending you're okay when you're breaking inside. No more performing for approval. Just raw honesty with the one who knows you better than you know yourself. He delights in your honesty. Tell him your fears, your doubts, your wildest dreams. In return, he reveals layers of his heart, wisdom for decisions, peace that surpasses understanding, joy unspeakable. This secret transforms how you see others too. The person next to you on the bus, struggling silently, they need to hear it too. You become a vessel, carrying this message. Brother, sister, you are not alone. God is telling us all the same beautiful truth. His love is personal, His presence is constant, His plans are good. Picture a world where every heart awakens to this. Families healed, communities united, individuals rising from ashes with new purpose. It starts with you accepting it today. No matter your background, your mistakes, your questions, God isn't waiting for you to clean up first. He meets you exactly where you are, in the mess, in the middle of the night, in the ordinary Tuesday afternoon. Let me paint another scene for you. You're walking a lonely road at twilight, shadows lengthening, uncertainty ahead. Your steps feel heavy, each one echoing doubt. Suddenly, a warm light appears beside you, not blinding but inviting. It's him, walking alongside, matching your pace. He turns and smiles. See, I've been here all along. The secret is simple yet profound. In me, you find belonging. In me, loneliness dissolves. My spirit lives within you, empowering you to face giants, to love boldly, to hope relentlessly. This indwelling presence is the ultimate revelation. You carry heaven inside you. When the world pushes you down, that inner strength rises. When voices say, give up, his whisper says, press on. The secret of the Lord is intimacy, friendship with the Almighty. He confides in you because he trusts your heart. Now, apply this to your life practically. Start small. Each morning, thank him for being with you. Throughout the day, when anxiety knocks, pause and say, I am not alone. In prayer, listen more than you speak. Let the quiet reveal his guidance. Surround yourself with reminders, a verse on your phone, a song that lifts your spirit, time in nature where creation itself declares his glory. And when doubt creeps back, and it will, remind yourself of the witnesses before you. The Israelites crossing the sea on dry ground, David facing Goliath with a sling and unshakable faith, the disciples after the cross witnessing resurrection power. Their stories echo yours. God shows up in the impossible. He turns, I can't, into through Christ, I can. God is telling a secret to all of us, but not everyone tunes in. The noise of distraction, the busyness of survival, the weight of past hurts. They drown it out. But you, reading this, hearing this in your heart right now, you are chosen for this moment. He is calling you higher, deeper, closer. Feel the shift? That heaviness lifting, even slightly. That's him at work. The secret unfolds further. Your life is part of a grander story. Every chapter, even the painful ones, weaves into a tapestry of redemption. What the enemy meant for harm, God turns for good. Your testimony will one day encourage someone else who feels alone, proving once more that no one is ever truly isolated in his kingdom. Embrace this fully. Let it change your conversations, your decisions, your outlook. Forgive quicker because you're not carrying the burden alone. Dream bigger because the dream giver walks with you. Love fiercer because perfect love casts out fear. As this message settles in your spirit, know that it's not the end, it's the beginning. God continues speaking daily if you listen. Through his word, through people, through circumstances, through that still small voice. The secret keeps revealing itself, layer upon layer of grace, mercy, and power. You are loved beyond measure, valued beyond comparison, destined for victory, not defeat. Hold on to this. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. No storm too strong, no night too dark, no heart too broken. Tonight, as you lay your head down, repeat it softly. I am not alone. God is with me, telling me his secret. Sleep in peace. Wake with purpose. Share this truth with someone who needs it. Because when one heart awakens, it lights the way for many. This is your invitation. Step into the reality where loneliness loses its grip. God is here, He has always been. And the secret? It's you and him, together, forever, unbreakable, unstoppable, filled with hope that never disappoints. Feel that? That's the whisper turning into a roar in your soul. You are not alone. Never were. Never will be. The secret is out, and it's changing everything for you, starting now. You are not alone. God is telling a secret to all of us. And today that secret is unfolding even deeper, layer by layer, like the gentle unfolding of dawn across a sleeping valley. Feel it right now, in this very moment, as these words reach your heart. The same voice that calmed the stormy seas long ago is speaking softly to you, saying, "My beloved child, lean in closer. I have more to share because your heart is ready to receive it." Imagine stepping out of that dim room where worries once crowded your thoughts. You walk into an open field at twilight, the sky painted in hues of orange and purple, the air carrying the scent of fresh rain. The weight on your shoulders begins to lift as you sense a presence beside you, steady, unwavering, full of warmth. It is not imagination. It is him, the one who formed the mountains and counts the stars, choosing to walk with you in the simplest moments of your life. He whispers again, "The secret is this. My love for you is not distant or conditional. It is intimate, personal, and constant. I know every beat of your heart, every unspoken fear, every hidden dream you've buried under responsibilities and disappointments." You might be thinking of that job loss that left you questioning your worth, or the family member who drifted away, leaving silence where laughter once lived. Perhaps it's the quiet battle with anxiety that steals your sleep, or the health concern that makes every day feel uncertain. In those places, God draws nearer and says, "I see it all, and I am not watching from afar. I am in the midst of it with you. My secret is that your pain is never wasted. It is the soil where deeper faith grows, where my strength is perfected in your weakness." Let this truth wash over you like cool water on a weary traveler. Remember the woman at the well, tired from a life of broken relationships and searching for something real. She came at noon to avoid the crowds, carrying her jar and her shame. Jesus met her there, not with judgment, but with living water that quenched a thirst she didn't even know how to name. He revealed himself to her, and suddenly she ran back to her village, no longer hiding. That same Jesus is meeting you today in your ordinary routine, in the traffic jam, in the late-night scrolling, in the kitchen while you prepare another meal. He says, "You are not defined by your past mistakes or your current struggles. You are defined by my presence in you. Drink from me, and you will never thirst again for belonging." This secret changes how you face tomorrow. When the alarm rings and the day feels too heavy, pause for just 10 seconds. Breathe deeply and declare in your heart, "Lord, I am not alone. You are with me, and your plans are good." That simple act invites his peace to guard your mind. It turns ordinary moments into sacred encounters. The meeting that stresses you? He is there, giving you words of wisdom. The conversation with your loved one that feels tense? He softens hearts when you invite him in. The dream that seems impossible? He specializes in impossibilities. Picture a father teaching his young child to ride a bicycle. The child wobbles, falls, scrapes a knee, and wants to give up. But the father doesn't walk away. He holds the seat gently, running alongside, encouraging every pedal. "You've got this. I'm right here." That's how God is with you. He doesn't remove every bump in the road, but he runs with you, steadying you, celebrating your progress, and picking you up when you fall. His secret is the joy of this companionship, knowing you never ride alone. Now let the story continue in your own life. Think of Joseph, thrown into a pit by his brothers, sold into slavery, forgotten in prison. Years of betrayal, false accusation, and waiting. Yet in the darkness of that prison, God was there, shaping his character, preparing him for a throne. One day the king had a dream no one could interpret, and Joseph was brought forward. What looked like the end became the turning point. God elevated him to save nations from famine. Your story carries the same potential. The pit you're in right now, the financial pressure, the emotional exhaustion, the waiting season, God is using it to prepare something greater. He whispers, "Trust my timing. My secret is that I make all things beautiful in its time. What others meant for evil, I turn for good." This truth is for every season. In abundance, he reminds you that every blessing comes from his hand, so you stay humble and generous. In lack, he becomes your daily bread, teaching you that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word from his mouth. In joy, he multiplies it. In sorrow, he sits with you and turns tears into strength. No circumstance can separate you from his love. Not height, not depth, not the opinions of people, not even your own doubts. Let this secret reshape your relationships. When you feel misunderstood by friends or family, instead of withdrawing, reach out with his love. Say to them, I've been learning that we're not meant to carry life alone. God wants to walk with us together. Become the one who listens without rushing to fix, who prays instead of judging, who offers hope instead of criticism. The world is full of lonely hearts waiting for someone to speak this truth. You can be that voice because you're living it. Imagine standing on a hill at sunrise, the first rays breaking through mist-covered trees. Birds begin their song, dew sparkles on the grass, and a gentle breeze carries peace. This is a picture of your inner life when you embrace God's nearness. The mist of confusion lifts. The songs of praise rise naturally. Fresh hope sparkles in places that once felt dry. He says, I am making all things new, starting with you. The secret is my spirit living inside you, empowering you to forgive what seems unforgivable, to love when it's hard, to keep going when you want to stop. Practical steps flow naturally from this revelation. Begin each day with gratitude. Name 3 things you're thankful for, even if they're small, like the warmth of your morning tea or the fact that you woke up breathing. Throughout the day, practice his presence. When worry knocks, turn it into a quick prayer. Lord, I give this to you. I am not alone. At night, before sleep, reflect on where you saw him at work. Maybe it was a timely message from a friend, a moment of unexpected calm, or simply the strength to face one more hour. Write it down if you can. These small habits build a life anchored in his secret rather than tossed by every wave. God is also speaking to your future. The dreams you once set aside because life got too busy or too painful, he hasn't forgotten them. He is the God who calls things that are not as though they were. That business idea, that desire to help others, that longing for deeper purpose. He can breathe life into it when you surrender it to him, not in your strength, but in his. The secret is partnership. You take the step of obedience, and he opens doors no one can shut. There will be days when the voice feels distant. Doubts will whisper that maybe you're imagining it all. In those moments, hold on to the anchor of his word. Promises like, I will never leave you nor forsake you, and lo, I am with you always, are not empty phrases. They are living realities. Speak them out loud. Sing them if you can. Let them become the soundtrack of your life. Think about the early followers who faced persecution, loss, and uncertainty after Jesus returned to heaven. They could have scattered in fear. Instead, they gathered, prayed, and waited for the promised Holy Spirit. When he came like wind and fire, everything changed. Ordinary people became bold witnesses. Fear turned to courage. Loneliness dissolved in community and divine presence. The same Spirit is available to you today. Ask for a fresh filling. Ask for eyes to see his work in the hidden places. This secret also heals old wounds. That rejection from years ago that still stings? Bring it to him. He understands betrayal better than anyone. The childhood pain that shaped your fears? He was there even then, protecting your heart in ways you couldn't see. He says, I redeem every broken piece. I turn scars into stars that point others to my light. As you walk forward, share this message freely. Tell your colleague who seems burdened, hey, I've been reminded lately that we're not alone in this. God cares about every detail. Post an encouraging note for someone online. Pray with a family member. Small acts of obedience release the power of this secret into the world. One awakened heart can spark many. Visualize your life 5 years from now. You look back and see how God wove every thread. The tears, the laughs, the waiting, the breakthroughs, into a beautiful tapestry. You stand stronger, kinder, more confident in his love. The secret has become your reality. Constant companionship with the King of Kings. Loneliness has lost its power. Hope has taken root deeply. Even in the hardest valleys, remember this. He is the Good Shepherd. He leads you beside still waters and restores your soul. When enemies surround, he prepares a table for you in their presence. His goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life. This is not wishful thinking. It is the promise of the one who cannot lie. God is telling a secret to all of us, but it becomes personal when you respond. Open your heart wider today. Say yes to his invitation. Let go of the need to control everything. Surrender the how and the when, and simply walk with him one step at a time. He will guide you. He will provide. He will comfort. He will celebrate with you. The night may feel long sometimes, but morning always comes. And with it, new mercies, new strength, new reasons to hope. You are seen. You are known. You are deeply loved. The Creator of the universe calls you friend. He delights in you. He sings over you with joy. So tonight, as the world quiets, let these words settle in your spirit like soft rain on dry ground. I am not alone. God is with me, telling me his secret every day. Sleep peacefully, knowing he watches over you. Wake with expectation, ready to discover more of his heart. This journey is ongoing. The secret keeps unfolding, grace upon grace, strength upon strength, joy upon joy. You were created for this intimate walk with him. Nothing can take it away unless you allow it. Hold on tightly. Share it generously. Live it boldly. You are not alone. God is telling a secret to all of us. And right now, he is telling it especially to you. You are not alone. God is telling a secret to all of us. And right now, in this very breath you are taking, that secret is expanding like the universe itself, endless, beautiful, and filled with light meant specifically for your soul. Feel the shift happening deep inside as these words sink in. The same God who painted the galaxies with a word is leaning close to your heart, saying, "My child, I have so much more to reveal. Stay with me. Listen, the secret is not just that I am with you. It is that I am for you, in you, and working through you in ways you cannot yet imagine." Let us journey further together into this divine conversation. Picture yourself standing on the shore of a mighty river at midnight. The water flows powerfully, reflecting the stars above, and the sound of it rushing reminds you of the unstoppable current of life, sometimes gentle, sometimes overwhelming, carrying joys and sorrows in equal measure. You may feel like a small boat tossed in the waves of daily pressures, the endless responsibilities at work that drain your energy, the worries about your parents' health back home in Kanpur or wherever your roots lie, the quiet longing for a meaningful connection that seems just out of reach, or the dreams of stability and purpose that keep getting delayed. In that midnight moment, God speaks clearly above the roar of the river. I am the living water. I flow through every season of your life. When the current feels too strong, I become your anchor. When the river runs dry, I am the spring that never fails. The secret I tell all who turn their ears to me is this: I turn every wilderness into a garden, every dry valley into streams of abundance. This secret is not reserved for saints in ancient books or people who seem to have it all together. It is for you, exactly as you are, perhaps sitting in a small room in Uttar Pradesh with the fan spinning lazily overhead, or walking through crowded streets thinking about tomorrow's challenges. God knows your name. He knows the exact number of hairs on your head and the exact number of times your heart has been disappointed. He says, I have called you by name. You are mine. Stop striving alone. Let my presence be your rest. Think about the times life has felt like a locked door. You knocked, you pushed, you waited, but nothing opened. Rejection letters, failed attempts, relationships that ended abruptly, or opportunities that slipped away at the last moment. In those locked door seasons, the enemy whispers lies. You are forgotten. No one cares. This is your fate. But the Father counters with truth that shatters every chain. I am the one who opens doors no man can shut, and shuts doors no man can open. My secret is that behind every closed door, I am preparing a better path, one that aligns with my perfect will for your life. Trust the waiting. It is not punishment. It is preparation. Let this truth settle into your bones. You were never designed to figure everything out by yourself. The burden of constant planning, constant fixing, constant worrying, it was never yours to carry alone. Cast it all on him. Every financial strain where bills seem higher than income, every emotional wound that still aches when you remember old words spoken against you, every question about your future that keeps you awake at night. He invites you. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Now imagine a young man in a bustling city like yours, feeling invisible amid millions of people chasing their own dreams. He wakes up each day, does his work, returns home to the same four walls, and wonders if his life matters. One evening, while sitting under the open sky watching the stars appear one by one, he hears that still small voice for the first time. You matter more than the stars I named. I created you with intention. Your life is a unique thread in my grand design. The secret is that I rejoice over you with singing. Even when you feel ordinary, I see extraordinary potential because my spirit lives in you. This same revelation is yours today, your ordinary days. Waking up, traveling through traffic, handling tasks, talking with family, are holy ground because He is there. In the laughter shared with friends, in the quiet help you give to someone struggling, in the honest prayers you whisper when no one is watching, He is smiling. He is involved. He is writing your story with care. Let the secret go even deeper into your identity. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident of circumstances. You are a beloved creation, fearfully and wonderfully made. The flaws you see in the mirror? He sees them as places where His grace will shine brightest. The weaknesses you hide from the world, those are the very areas where His power will be displayed. The dreams that feel too big for someone from your background? He is the God who raises the humble and uses the unlikely to confound the wise. Practical transformation begins when you believe this. Start speaking the secret over your life daily. When fear tries to grip your heart before an important meeting or conversation, declare quietly, I am not alone. God is with me, and He gives me courage. When disappointment knocks after plans fall through, remind yourself, my times are in His hands. He makes everything beautiful in its season. When loneliness creeps in during evenings, turn on a worship song or simply sit in silence and say, Lord, fill this space with your presence. These small acts of faith open the floodgates of heaven's peace. God is also speaking to your relationships through this secret. That family member who misunderstands you, pray for them with the knowledge that God is working in their heart too. That friend who seems distant, reach out with kindness, remembering that everyone carries hidden battles. You become a carrier of light when you live out the truth that no one is truly alone. Your words, your patience, your willingness to listen can become the very whisper of God to someone else. You are not alone. He is telling the secret to you as well. Visualize the years ahead. You look back and see how God used every tear to water seeds of compassion, how every delay taught you perseverance, how every valley prepared you for mountaintop victories. The business you start may begin small, but with His favor it grows to bless many. The healing in your family may take time, but reconciliation comes because love never fails. The peace you long for in your mind becomes your constant companion because the Prince of Peace lives within you. Even when storms come, and they will, remember the disciples in the boat on the Sea of Galilee. Waves crashing, wind howling, boat filling with water, and Jesus sleeping peacefully. They woke Him in panic. Don't you care if we drown? With a single command, He calmed the storm. Then He asked, where is your faith? Today He asks you the same with tenderness, not condemnation. Where is your faith in my presence? I am in the boat with you. The secret is that the storm may rage, but it cannot sink what I protect. This secret also frees you from comparison. Scrolling through others' highlight reels can make your own life feel small. But God says, I have a unique calling for you. Run your own race. My approval is all you need. Celebrate others' wins without envy. Rejoice in your own quiet progress. Your journey is handwritten by the master author, and it is good. As the secret unfolds further, it touches your purpose. You were created to know Him and to make Him known. In your workplace, in your neighborhood, in your family circle, live as one who walks with the living God. Let integrity, kindness, and hope mark your steps. When people ask why you have peace in difficult times, tell them simply, because I am not alone. God walks with me every day. There will be moments when the voice seems faint. Life gets loud. Distractions pull you away. In those times, return quickly. Open your heart again. Read words of life. Pray honestly, even if it's just, help me believe again. He never tires of your coming back. His arms are always open. Think of David, the shepherd boy who became king. He faced lions, giants, betrayal by his own king, and seasons of hiding in caves. Yet through it all he wrote songs declaring God's nearness. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your valleys may look different, perhaps financial valleys, health valleys, or valleys of uncertainty about career and future, but the same promise holds. His rod and staff comfort you. He prepares a table of provision and victory right in front of your challenges. God is telling this secret to all of us, yet it feels most personal when you respond with a simple yes. Yes to trusting Him more than your fears. Yes to surrendering control. Yes to letting His love heal old wounds. Yes to stepping out in faith even when the path is unclear. Each yes unlocks more of His goodness. Imagine waking up tomorrow with fresh eyes. The same streets, the same routines, but now seen through the lens of companionship. The chai you drink in the morning tastes sweeter because you thank the provider. The conversations you have carry more weight because you speak with His wisdom. The challenges you face feel lighter because you know the burden bearer is shouldering them with you. This is the life He offers, not free from trouble, but free from being crushed by it. Not without questions, but with the assurance that He holds the answers. Not without pain, but with the promise that joy comes in the morning. Keep listening. The secret keeps revealing itself in new ways every day. In a timely scripture that jumps out, in a song that plays at the perfect moment, in the kindness of a stranger, in the strength that rises when you thought you had none left. It is endless because He is endless. You are deeply loved. You are purposefully placed. You are eternally secure in His hands. The Creator calls you friend. The Savior calls you redeemed. The Spirit calls you temple. So walk forward boldly today. Face the unknown with confidence. Love without holding back. Hope without limit. Because you are not alone. God is telling a secret to all of us. And He is telling it to you, right now, with infinite tenderness. I am with you always. You are mine. And my plans for you are greater than you can ask or imagine. Let this truth fill every part of your being until it overflows into every area of your life. Your work, your relationships, your dreams, your rest. The journey continues, and it is beautiful because He is walking every step with you.